Well, for many years, actually over 13 years, we've been checking out some of the great services, the items that they have at Grace Healthcare here on the Gulf Coast. And of course, we always talk to David Wolf. How are you doing? It's good to see you.
Great to see you, Jim.
Now, one of the new locations that you've opened up here, this is the second time we've actually been here, but I've gotten a lot of calls for this location out of it, where you are, because you specialize in C-Pap materials, C-Pap items.
C-Paps, BiPaps, the supplies, the instruction, the cleaning, we do it all. Anything to have to do with the C-Pap. And if we opened this store 10 years ago, hardly anybody know what the acronym or what a C-Pap was. But
right.
Look, everybody's figured it out. We've had more and more people going on C-Pap, because of sleep apnea, snoring, and other sleep issues. As a C-Pap user myself, I'll tell you what, it's a hard thing to break into your mind that you're supposed to wear this crazy looking invention, put this, just like this, our blue guy here, the idea of putting this on your face all night long, and all it does, it's a real simple thing. This piece of equipment just blows air into your face, into your mouth and your nasal passages. And
so you can breathe clearly.
Right, and it stops those, it changes how you sleep. It improves your REM sleep. And here's something, 80% of all people with the neck size over 17 inches should wear CPAP. They have some sort of apnea issue.
Right.
So, think about it. I mean, that's a big part of the big percentage of the of people walking around. So
probably a lot of athletes. I mean, you think about
absolutely.
athletes.
Absolutely.
You see these big guys out on the field or whatever.
Yeah.
They've got these huge necks and everything. No telling how many of them have to actually sleep with a CPAP unit.
In fact, there was an article about the NFL, and all the part of the deal is when they travel from like when
road
the Falcons travel to New Orleans, they have to remember to bring all their CPAP equipment because so many of the players are sufferers of sleep apnea. So it's a real common. It's a bigger deal than people think.
Well, I mean, sleep apnea can actually be deadly to you.
Yes.
And can can hurt you if you.
In fact, there was the Green Bay Packers, the Minister of Defense. What was it? He passed away from sleep apnea.
Wow.
Reggie. Gosh, we'll remember it after the commercial.
Yeah, there you go.
But what we did here, and it came down to this: when I went to get a CPAP. And the situation with most people, they go to their sleep study either at home or in a sleep lab, and they come back and they're told they have to get a CPAP. They don't know what to get. And a lot of times the medical equipment company will just deliver it and you just show up with it. And or you don't have access, so they'll deliver it and they have 2 or 3 masks for you to look at. Well, it doesn't make sense to have there's so many different faces and so many different, the bridge of your nose can be taller. You may be a mouth breather. You may not like something on your forehead. There's all kinds of different masks.
Well, you showed that one over there, the full face. Then you have like this one here that just covers the nasal part of it.
And now this is little nasal pillows. And see how simple that is. It just covers your nostril area. This one actually has little dots, and it goes into the nostrils. So it's all a matter of comfort. And you come in and we can figure it out. We have respiratory therapists on hand, and there is such a difference. It's just, you have choices. Now granted, you may be limited by the pay source, whether it's your Medicare or your Medicaid. The neat thing about coming in here, you can come in here, if you just want this mask, you can pay cash for it and walk out the next day. If you want to, a lot of times people will buy a second mask in case one breaks or fumbles around. But at Grace Healthcare and at the CPAP place by Grace, right here on 14th, you can come in with your UHC card, your Aetna card, your Blue Cross Blue Shield card, your Medicaid card, your Medicare card. We'll get you squared away. We'll get you a mask. We'll get you a new machine. Here's the other thing. Oftentimes you've changed insurances. So you changed jobs. They had UHC, United Healthcare, and you switched to a company that's Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, you can get a new machine. You can get a new mask. And it's recommended. And as a user myself, after about 3 months, these masks just don't work as well. The rubber just changes. Even if you clean it every night, it just changes. Just like anything, the wear, because it's just the wear and
Well,
tear.
you roll it, you might move,
and
you
you're
know.
banging it all around.
Yes.
But you can get a new mask every 3 months.
Wow.
A machine. Look, in fact, we just had a man that came in, has had the same machine for 20 years. That machine is about as big as a Victrola. I mean, it's a big monster.
Well, I remember when my father was alive, and he had one. It was like you had to push the thing around.
Oh my gosh!
It was big.
Versus this.
Wow.
That's a C-Pap now.
Wow.
Yeah. So to go from something that size to this, why not?
Well, heck yes.
So there's a huge difference. Other thing is, bring your old C-Pap, the one you have, bring it in. If you're eligible for another one, we'll find a way to get you a new one. And it'll be, a little tiny unit like that that does everything, that has a heater on it. Or we can take it and for free, just bring it in here because we want you to sleep better.
This is awesome. This is your cleaner.
We'll actually clean your C-Pap. You can buy this machine, but it's not something you need to clean every week.
Right.
But you can come over here as often as you like, and we'll run your C-Pap through it and clean it up and get it disinfected, so you'll have better and more sanitary sleep.
Now, I guess if you you need to go to your doctor first.
Sure.
And get a prescription or whatever to come in to get one of these.
The way to go about it, if you've never worn one, and if your spouse, your loved one is saying, look, I can't, you're just too noisy, I'm going to go on the couch. When it gets to that, go to your doctor, explain it. The doctor can call Grace Healthcare and we'll do a free little sleep study. It's a piece of equipment, and it's just a one-night deal that you attach. You attach it, come back the next morning with the results on this little machine, and the doctor will see, yeah, look, you've been waking up 30 times an hour for the last, for 6 hours straight. You have sleep apnea.
Wow.
The next step is he can say, let's go to a sleep lab, or we can do an in-home sleep study, and we can get you going.
All right.
Just keep Grace Healthcare in mind. We're the only ones doing all this.
And you got the C-Pap store here on 14th
Yes.
in Gulfport. There you go. Matter of fact, you come off of Highway 90 and turn right there at Mississippi Power, go across the tracks, first left, you'll see the C-Pap store on your right. Give them a call, number is on your screen, and get some relief.